Hey, welcome everybody. I hope you're having a good day whenever you watch this. So, today we only have 2 legs, so we're doing the first flight in full, and then we'll do like I always do with long flights. Got my rotorcraft CPL, and I thought we had to go to Long Island to do a passenger transport. However, they have changed things up in the career mode, and well, we won't be going to Republic Airport on Long Island. That location actually isn't there anymore for the helicopter air transport, passenger transport thing. We're going to Montreal from Zurich, and then I will do my off stream. I will go into 24, do a rotorcraft flight seeing mission, and maybe there'll be some other missions out of Montreal before I head to a location to unlock our rotorcraft transport, passenger transport mission. So I'm not even gonna keep guessing where we're going. Every time I try to guess where we're going to next or something, it never ends up being that way. So today's flights are Lima Sierra Zulu Whiskey, and it doesn't look like I was gonna say, I was gonna try and tell you the name of this airport, or let's see if I can fix the camera here. There we go. So Thun. Anyway, Lima Sierra Zulu Whiskey, and we're going back to Zurich like we did in the last one, which is Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel. I'm using a new aircraft for this first flight. We're using the Ford Trimotor airliner with the World Travel livery. Flight number 57994. And then from Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel to Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima in an Airbus A340 Air Canada livery with that call sign. I think for our first flight I said World Travel livery. I think my call sign, I'll just put TWA. So Travel World Airline. That's the way we're gonna put that. But our second flight number to Canada, to Montreal, will be 2422. Alright. Now, 2422 is, the first 2 digits are the letter abbreviation for Switzerland. I can't remember what the letters were, and Canada was CA, so 22. Alright, so alright, let me double check. Well, I need to switch it back, because clearly, in the wrong plane. make sure I pick the right one. The correct Ford tri-motor. So we got three here. We got the motor, the floats, and that. So, yeah, we're gonna go with the. I said TWA, but that we'll just leave it at world travel. And my flight number and all that's already in. We do not have any parking spots to start cold and dark. Well, I did pick us an arrival parking spot. Granted, I've never flown this one before. I actually was gonna wait and do my flights a little later in the day, but then I'm like, IRL, I can't wait too long before it's dark in Switzerland, and they're at least 7 hours ahead of me. So, it's the I figured it's at least the afternoon, because I did not want to wait till... If I waited a few more hours, it would already be dark. But I'm on here a little later than normal for me, anyway. Alright, I just want to check this out real quick. So, how do we get back there? We can't go through the door. Really? Well... yeah, we can't get back there, but you can tell what era we're in. Each row of seats has its own little, like, box. And it's supposed to be a hoity-toity. Almost looks like 1800s. Granted, that can't be accurate. Alright, so... I've never been in this... So... okay, there's our mixture. Ignition. Magnetos. Wow, there's 3 magnetos. Okay. A solenoid, huh? Center solenoid. I'm just making sure there's not lights that need to be on, which I doubt there's... No, there's landing lights. Okay, we've got nav lights. Cabin lights. There you go. That's with the lights on, apparently. Alright. Brake is released. I gave it to co-pilot. So, this is where I landed for my helicopter, a rotorcraft CPL. Yeah, I have no idea how long this trip was gonna... I didn't look. And then I had to park somewhere down here. I have a feeling we're gonna be slow. world travel. And I don't even think we have radios.
Zurich Center WRLDTRAV
yes we do. Okay.
579 is passing 2,300 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
World travel 579 Zurich Center altimeter 30.09 radar contact. Continue to Fribourg.
Look at the trim wheel going. That's funny that it's there. I wonder how, well, you didn't have passenger service really then, huh? Okay, so there's the door. It looks like there's only the one door. And we are a tail wheeler. Yeah, I didn't look at how long this flight's gonna take us. Other than I know this was a short flight, but it also has a weird approach and everything, so. God, that scared me. I don't know if you guys saw or heard that, but I apparently got some reward points. I wish I could turn that shit off, because it's distracting. Just like when I don't know I'm unlocking an achievement that pops, it scares the crap out of me. So, with that said, maybe I should not sit here for this whole flight. This flight could take an hour. However, there was no, departure. Sorry, folks. Yeah, 'cause see, we come here, instead of coming right here, I have to come up and around. I'm not... I don't know what this pattern out here is. Is that if I miss? Maybe that's our go-around? Let's just say it didn't show up in the world map when I planned out the flight. So I'm not sure how much of this we want to do. I thought I was gonna do this whole trip, but again, I didn't pay attention to exactly how long that flight number was, the flight time was.
Contact Geneva Center on 125.55. Good day. .55, generic 846. Goodbye.
So, am I remembering things right or wrong here? Was it TWA or was it WTA? I think it was TWA. Yeah, TWA, Trans World Airline. I bet you that first word could mean something completely different in today's environment. Yeah, short-term words that mean different things when you abbreviate the word. Actually, shortening that word means the same thing in whatever context you use it. Some people just don't like that word, period, now and lately. It's funny how they put the word there, world, because if you were, I don't know, but if you're looking up at this and it flew overhead, would you see D? Or would you would barely see the TR? So you would just see WORLAVEL, I would think. Whereas you can clearly see it says world travel if you're above it, which how often is someone above it? You know what, I will skip to the approach when we turn off this waypoint.
For contact Geneva Center on 125.55. Good day.
Going to 125.55 World Travel 579er 4. Geneva
'Cause
Center
at
WRLDTRAVEL 579er 4
roughly
is passing
70 miles an hour,
8,500 feet,
an hour,
climbing
we're
12,000 feet.
or not 70,
World
but
travel
at
579er
70 knots
4, Geneva
an
Center,
hour,
altimeter 30.09
we will be
radar
here
contact. Continue to Fribourg.
an hour. More than an hour. So I'm not sure. I know how to land tail wheels, but with the body of this plane, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna let the AI handle this landing. Now, it said Ford. So, is this an American-made aircraft? And it says tri-motor, so... does that mean there's 3 engine? Well, yeah, there is 3 engines.
824 tree is at flight level 250, climbing flight level 360. Luxor 824 tree, Geneva Center radar contact, continue.
Alright, so we should be turning soon. And I think we can turn landing lights off. Make sure, okay. Alright.
Geneva Center generic Tango Uniform India 2806 is passing flight level 350, climbing flight level 360.
I didn't even know we
Generic
had
Tango
lights
Uniform
on.
India
But
2806 Geneva Center radar contact, continue.
yeah, where's our nav lights? Okay, we should be turning any moment. Oh, we're not even at the end of the... We already have our next waypoint, even though we haven't hit the end of this one yet. I think we went past where we landed yesterday. Panel options. Classic. Modern. Speary. Autopilot. Huh. There's modern. This is the autopilot stuff. What? Oh! Okay. Now I'm gonna... No, not that. This. Okay, Classic has nothing there. Obviously. And this Spur Autopilot, which I don't understand what that's supposed to mean. I think we'll go with modern. And then we pull up flight plan on one of these. Did we turn?
Geneva Center Air Portugal 9031 is at flight level 260, descending 4,800 feet. Air Portugal
Okay, we did.
9031 Geneva Center radar contact, continue.
Alright, we turned. So, let's skip to approach.
World Travel 579er 9er 4 225. Good day.
Going to 126.225 world travel 579 or 9 or 4.
Oh my god, we still have 33 minutes.
Traffic in sight.
Zurich Center WRLDTRAVEL 579 or 9 or 4 8,300 feet.
World travel 579 or 9 or 4 Zurich Center altimeter 30.07 radar contact. Continue to Jipple.
Oh,
Ryanair
you...
411 contact Ream Center on 128.3. Good day. Air Portugal 531 traffic is 6 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 390 generic. Report them in sight. Zurich Center generic Tango Uniform India 2818 is at flight
God,
level
is the
295
parking brake
climbing
big
flight
enough?
level 360. Generic Tango Uniform India 2818 Zurich Center radar contact continue.
Water
World travel
rudder down?
579 or 9 or 4 contact Zurich approach on 135.23. Good day.
Shouldn't the water rudder be up?
135.23 world travel 579 or 9 or 4. Goodbye. Zurich approach WRLDTRAVEL 579 or 9 or 4 8,300 feet.
World travel 579 or 9 or 4 Zurich approach altimeter 30.07 radar contact. Continue to Jibble.
So, we're a Ford Company aircraft, but, solenoid. It does not sound like a North American English word, but okay. Passenger door closed. Oh. Can I open it? Is there a way to open it? Or not? Alright. Maybe with the mouse? Huh. Apparently no. Well, that stinks. I would have been able to get back there and take a look. This must be the comm. Is that an intercom system? That's weird that there's the switch, but then you can't open the door. But how does the door open? It must open it that way? Either that or it slides? Not sure. Okay, what other gadgets do we have in here? Like, what is this? That's the fuel primer. And then this switch is... What changes that? Engine primer pump. We're making another turn. Altitude indicator calibration. CDI. Heading selector.
World travel 579er 4 descent.
Altimeter calibration. CDI.
Descend and maintain
Heading
7,000 feet.
compass.
World travel 579er
VOR. Swap nav indicator. And then our receivers. Transceiver standby. Floodlighting. I don't. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to tell a difference right now. Floodlighting. So there's two floodlighting dials. We're just now starting this part. Oh my gosh. This will take forever if we don't help it along. Not weather. But yeah, good thing I got in here. It's 4:03 p.m. and so I knew it was gonna get dark soon in Switzerland if I hadn't done this. Yes, we're gonna skip to the final. Yeah, it's only 20 miles, but it'll take us forever to get there. 20 nautical miles. Alright. Wait a minute, it just said now it says 250. Earlier it said 4. $252. I said 6 to 7 hours ahead of us, so I was close. It's 8:52 right now. Six hours. England is 5 hours ahead of me. We're not even lined up with the runway yet. So we have no flaps. I'm just trying to figure out how we do aileron. Clearly there's aileron. How do we do the rudder? Or is that what these tubes are? They're not intercom, they're the... Maybe these are not intercom. They're actual sending the wires back for the rudder. Can we follow? No, they just go through the floor, huh? No, I was right. Look, here's your... Well, that's fuel sub. Huh. I'm not sure. There's a wire there. And then we know it comes up here and goes through there. What about over here, though? And we see the wire there. Up through that side. Alright, let's put the yoke back. Which is just a steering wheel. Is there a reason why we're like kinda coming in sideways? You know, I have no idea how long we're gonna take to do this. To go 6 miles. I just hope... Yeah, this is the wrong plane you put here when you have airliners wanting to land. Because we're going to take forever, and they're going to have to go into a holding pattern. In fact, here comes an Airbus A321. And I don't know what this other aircraft behind me is. I don't think anybody else is in the pattern, so I think we're fine for now, except for we're going too fast. But someone's gonna end up in the pattern behind us, and they're gonna end up being a whole lot faster than us. Is that a Wizz Air WZZ?
World Travel 579er follow the aircraft on final. Wind 267 at 7. Clear to land runway 16.
There's an aircraft
Clear to
on
land
final?
runway 16 World Travel 579er 4.
So I sped this up quite a bit. Our second flight, definitely, we'll do the climb out and then we'll skip to the approach. For a minute there, I thought we had a CTD when I heard that glitch. Cause I'd be like, no. If we do have a CTD at this point, I am not. I'm just going straight to the next flight. Right. We've managed to fix our speed. I thought so. But now we're too slow. Alright. Now we're back within speed range. For the glide slope. Granted, we still got 3 miles to... 2 miles and change to go. We got a EWG, we got a... Maybe that's Qantas QAW. I think that was Q. If it's OAW, I have no idea. Technically, we could have a TWA in the game. We just call it Travel World Airlines. Now, I did give us a parking spot.
5312 miles northwest inbound, ILS runway 16 approach. Helvetic 1853 Dubendorf Tower. Altimeter 30.09er, wind 267 at 7. Cleared ILS runway 16 approach.
So, I gave us a spot, but we'll see,
Cleared ILS runway 16 approach, Helvetic 1853.
I gave us a gate. We are a passenger airliner. So, well, that must be the longest runway on our left. Surprised no traffic's lining up over there. God, we're barely above the ground. How bad of a landing are we gonna have? $364, 4 stars, 1.1, and they landed without landing on all 3 wheels. But as we slow down, it looks like we're lowering the tail. I thought we were gonna slow down.
World Travel 579er 4 exit runway when able. Helvetic 1853, follow the on the runway. Wind 267 at 7. Clear to land runway 16.
Well,
Clear to land runway
we're
16,
leaving.
Helvetic 1853. World Travel
We left the runway.
579er 4 contact ground on 121.755.
121.755 World Travel 579er 4. Goodbye.
I don't know why this shows up twice.
Zurich ground WORLDTRAVEL 579er 4 request taxi to the gate.
World Travel 579er 4 taxi to gate Echo 64 via taxiway.
Taxiing to gate Echo 64 using taxiway World Travel 579er 4.
I didn't even check this earlier. Okay. Um, okay. Well, I was not expecting that to be an not solid object. That was interesting. I don't know where we're supposed to be going. Oh, I see now. I mean, we kinda already parked, but okay. Where are you going? Okay, good. We're not in each other's way. Or are you waiting for me to clear? Were they actually waiting for me to move? Well, okay then. We're just gonna say this is our parking spot. Alright. Let's get to the next flight. I really wish I could start from gates with some of these planes, but the checklists are not always the best to help me figure out how to get the aircraft started up. So it's just easier to take off from the runway. But I will make sure we have a gate on landing. Let's see if we come off. This is supposed to be a taxiway, is it not? And it's kind of effed up. Those are weird taxiways to come off of. This is the only one that kind of makes sense. We're gonna go... Where's terminal, first of all? Is there a terminal? This is supposed to be the Montreal airport. Yeah, here's terminals. So... We... We will pick Gate 31 parking. Is it not gonna allow me to? Do I need to... Yeah, I don't know what this weird issue is where it won't let me pick a parking spot. I mean, we should automatically get one when we land, but I want to make sure we went to a gate. Alright, whatever. Let's just leave from Zurich. Crap, I didn't change aircraft. So focused on what I was doing, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, so we gotta exit out. Okay, yeah.
Tower WRLDTR.
Main menu. Can you imagine taking that flight? My god. It'd be like a 3-day trip. Alright. Load. Yes. Now, I need the 340. It doesn't matter which one. And we want it. I want Air Canada. Customization. Let's see. Air Canada. Flight number 2422. Alright. Now. So, 7 hours, 19 minutes. But now I can do something it wasn't allowing me to do yesterday. It wasn't allowing me to zoom in and pick what departure I want. But, we'll stick with that departure. That arrival looks okay. Okay, wait, we're coming in runway 24 right. Okay, approach. 24 right, X-ray. What does that look like? Okay. What about ILS 24 right? It's the same. It's the RNAV. What about RNAV 24 right Z? There is differences, I just can never tell on here. Or what's the automatic look like again? So automatic has us going further out. We will use X-ray. Alright. So what do I gotta do my rotorcraft flight seeing unlocked to unlock flight seeing, and then hopefully there's some missions to fly in and out of Montreal before I pick where to do my passage. I think there's more than one location to do your rotorcraft passenger transport from, so we might be able to go to multiple locations for those, or just one. I'm not sure. We've lost screens, huh? my aircraft. Right. We can back up all you want. We just can't go forward. Okay. We're gonna slew ourselves out of here. Co-pilot's aircraft. Please work. Alright, good. Yeah. Weird issues with the A340 in 2020. I just gotta remember the 330 and 340 are acting funky, and I have to do slew mode as a takeoff. Now, I don't know if I want to. I'll stick with this till we hit VBIT, and then I will go to our approach. I think that completes the departure. Are our wings slightly red like other planes?
Is passing 12,200 feet, descending 7,000 feet. Edelweiss 229er, approach altimeter 30.09er, radar contact. Continue to ZH 479.
I haven't heard our call sign at all, so. Did I not file us under high altitude?
Approach Air Canada 2422 Heavy is type Airbus 6 miles west of Zurich 4,000 feet.
Son of a bitch. I gotta start this again. I don't think I had IFR. Wait, there's something wrong there. I shouldn't do flight following. It should be IFR. Alright, what do we do? RNAV 24 right X-ray. Alright, we want 24 right X-ray. And we want high altitude IFR. Which just does change that a few minutes. Alright. It was set to low altitude because of the Ford tri-motor. I mean, like, you saw it made a difference. Only 3-minute flight difference, but that's still a difference.
Dubendorf Tower Air Canada 2422 at runway tree 2 ready for departure IFR to Dorval.
Canada?
Air Canada 2422
Did I spell that wrong?
altimeter tree 0.09er, wind 267 at 7. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 2 Air Canada 2422.
No, that's how you spell Canada. I've never heard it called that before, but okay. This is why they probably have a call sign like Maple Leaf or something. I don't know. Right. So, no screens. Oh my god, but I have throttle. Woohoo! Oh, tail strike. Dang it. Co-pilot's aircraft. I don't know about putting flaps up yet. God. We're quite low still.
Air Canada 2422, contact Zurich departure on 125.9er55. Good day.
Going to 125.9er55 Air Canada 2422. Zurich departure Air Canada
Canada.
2422 is at 2,400 feet, climbing 10,000
Canada.
feet.
Canada. Oh, Canada. See, you can't say, oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
Air Canada 2422, keep speed not above 210 knots.
Okay. I can't.
Keep speed not above 210 knots Air Canada 2422.
So if I put Air China, is it gonna go Air China? Air China? That's probably why I should not have put air in there. I should have just put Canada. Alright, what did I say we were gonna do the departure all the way to VBIT? Yeah, I don't like that the screens are off, though. Just hope we don't get a CTD. I'm just surprised the throttles worked correctly.
Air Canada 2422, climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet Air Canada 2422.
Air Canada. Is that like El Dorado? Air Canada. Why don't you stay? Oh, right. I guess I could tell you guys what I did
Air Canada
yesterday.
2422, contact Zurich Center on 126.225. Good day.
Anybody that follows me every day, I post,
126.225 Air Canada
do my lives.
2422.
You know what's been
Goodbye.
going on, but, yesterday was
Zurich
my
Center
first
Air Canada 2422 is at
camp
9,800
start
feet,
of
climbing
the...
16,000 feet.
Ah,
Air
I'm
Canada
getting tongue-tied.
2422, Zurich Center altimeter 30.09 radar contact. Continue to ZH554. Easy 8812 heavy traffic is 9 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 360 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Air Canada 2422, contact Zurich departure on 125.955. Good day.
125.955 Air Canada 2422. Goodbye. Zurich departure Air Canada 2422 is at 11,900 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
Air Canada 2422, Zurich departure altimeter 30.09 radar contact. Continue to ZH554. Air Canada 2422, contact Zurich Center on 126.225. Good day.
Going to 126.225 Air Canada 2422. Zurich Center Air Canada 2422 is passing 13,800 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
Air Canada 2422, Zurich Center altimeter 30.09 radar contact. Continue to ZH558. Vueling 6248, heavy contact Zurich approach on 135.23.
Sorry, I got quiet there.
Air Canada
There's
2422,
just a lot of radio
maintain
traffic
flight level 260.
concerning
Climb
us
and maintain flight level
directly.
260 Air Canada 2422.
Are we banking?
135.23, Vueling 6248 heavy. Goodbye.
Yeah, we're not banking, we're yawing. So, yeah, that's my second session, but my first campaign in Dungeons and Dragons was started last night. And oh my god, did I have fun. I didn't think I'd be able to get into into character or into the role as well as I did, and it was a blast. We all went from level 1 to level 3 within 4 hours. But I don't get to have that fun again for another 2 weeks.
Ryanair 7905, heavy traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 360 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Ryanair 7905 traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 360 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight. Zurich Center Air Hop 1288 is passing flight level 350, climbing flight level 360. Air Hop 1288 Zurich Center
Alright,
radar contact.
so
Continue.
when we make this turn, when we complete this turn, we will go to approach phase, and this one might be the shortest stream in a long time, but I don't know. I say might be because I don't know how long the approach will take. I wasn't even sure that I had enough time yesterday when I got off the stream to do what I needed to do in career mode on 24 and create my flight plan, but I had plenty of time. Apparently, because I'm on here this morning. I wouldn't have had the time had my brother been able to wrap things up with what they were doing, or we weren't waiting for people to be off of work.
On 125.55. Good day.
We wanted to play longer, but someone had to go to work last night.
125.55.
Or the dungeon master himself, so.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we had like a whole day, like an 8-hour session. But it was a good, I don't know if the DM had planned for us to stop when we stopped.
Easy 1985, heavy flight level 350.
But, I don't think so
Easy
because,
1985, heavy Zurich Center radar contact. Continue to Roman.
well, we had a point to where part of our squad wanted to split up and take care of one issue while the other half took care of the other issue. So there's 4 of us. The 5th player character didn't come into the very last few minutes. So there was a one group wanted to go one way, one group wanted to go another way to divide and conquer. But my partner decided to do something that made it so the other 2 had to. We all 4 had to work at the same time on the same issue without splitting up to take care of the other issue. So, and that changed how things played out. You know, my decision, you know, every decision you make as a character kind of, so I said something about, I mean, I've mentioned I'm interested in DMing, however, being visually impaired, getting the rulebook and all that, I kind of need someone to help me DM, but, I don't know how well I'd be at coming up with different scenarios for everything that could happen or not happen. Like, I don't know how many contingency plans DMs have to have. But I guess I would be doing improv as a DM and just be coming up with stuff on the fly.
Easy 1985 heavy traffic is 9
Did we-
4 miles at flight level
we finished the
360
turn.
Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Yeah. Alright, let's travel to I never went forward in time. I never remembered to do that. It was like an idea to move things. So see, we're going west, which means we actually gain time. And, well, we should be landing in Montreal roughly, 10 a.m. maybe? I'm giving it like 30, it's 9:33, so I'm giving like 30 minutes. But we might not be needing that.
Contact Montreal Center on 132.85. Good day.
Yeah, we're not gonna need that.
2422.
We'll probably be on the ground and at the gate by 10 o'clock.
Air Canada 2422, 6,300 feet.
Air Canada 242,
Alright, landing lights need to be on.
Zero tree radar contact, continue.
Do taxi lights go to takeoff while landing? I don't know. We'll put them back off. Okay, those are all on. Okay. Wow, that's loud. Wow. My audio fixed itself. Montreal behind us? Right, yeah. Ooh, that's noisy. I didn't realize we were going that far past it. I don't know where we're going. I mean, we are heading in a waypoint direction. Apparently. I don't know. Air Canada 2422 Montreal, radar contact continue. Wow, wait, did it actually? No, it switches right here. I mean, did it put the whole conversation in that we were supposed to have in flight? 'Cause if so, then we need...
Air Canada 2422, you are 600 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 6,300 feet, altimeter 30.04.
Climb and maintain 6,300 feet, Air Canada 2422.
Wow, I think we're going a lot slower than we should be. We're like at the very bottom of landing speed requirements. Which would be great if that's how we land. But I'm not sure what's going on. As of course our screens aren't working. Other than I know Montreal is behind us.
Air Canada 2422, please expedite your climb 6,300 feet.
And again, I can't get out the door. Why do you let us open the cockpit door, but then I can't leave it?
Montreal Center Jazz 7954 is missed approach at Dorval. Jazz 7954, you are 1 mile southwest. Climb and maintain...
So we must be on some... on... We gotta be on the right path, because it says log. Which means we should be on, like, the final approach
Climb and
vector.
maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway
But, I mean, we're
Air Canada
descending in
242,
altitude.
Please expedite your climb 6,300 feet.
There. Oh, that still wasn't
Air
enough.
Canada 242,
There.
and maintain 3,000 feet.
Now you tell me to descend again.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Air Canada 2422.
Alright, it looks like we're turning around now. I teleported us up, then it tells me to descend to 3,000. That's where I was heading when you're telling me to climb. I should have just left myself alone. Actually, I might have done me a favor by teleporting us up a little bit, because I don't know if we would have made this turn. So... I don't know if we're leaving from Montreal in the next stream. But I can erase everything else off the dry erase board except for the IKO for Montreal. Hopefully we're not leaving for whatever I want to do next, the next stream. Hopefully we're not at Montreal.
Jazz 8004 Heavy, you are 26 miles north of Dorval. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Contact Montreal Tower on 126.9er.
Because hopefully there'll be other missions out of this airport other than the rotorcraft sightseeing mission.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Tower on 126.9er, Jazz 8004 Heavy.
I wouldn't mind doing some other sightseeing missions with the fixed wing, but maybe we'll have a light cargo, a charter flight, a ferry flight, so that I can pick us up from a different location. But usually when I get to an airport, I do all missions that go departures and destinations to the same airport. I usually do all those flights first before I move on to something else. But I haven't come across that yet to where I've done all the flights and moved on. In fact, at this point, Monroe County Airport and Corntassel Airport have probably respawned missions. Because I ran out of missions from Monroe County. I was going to go back to Corntassel, and then there was a ferry flight. But I also had Teleco Planes that had some missions, so... like I said, I keep trying to plan thinking what I want to do next, but so we're gonna do my flight seeing, and then we gotta figure out how we're gonna do, or where I'm gonna go to do the passenger transport with the rotorcraft. All that is making money. I don't have to spend anything else right now for those. And then I don't know if I'm going to go turbine engine or not. Because turbine engine on rotorcraft is just a certification. It's... I don't know if
Maintain
it will...
present heading and altitude. Tower on 126.9.
I'm not sure if I need it to unlock another specialization
Montreal
I could
Tower Air
do with
Canada
rotorcraft.
24222 miles northeast inbound Arnav X-ray runway 24 right approach.
Because I can't do anything. I can't do I can do. I can
Cleared
try
RF
and do
X-ray
search
runway
and
24
rescue,
right approach Air Canada 2422.
but I'm very bad at doing the where you gotta lower someone down, doing that, the aerial rescue. If I can land like you do in the aircraft, then I can do those types of search and rescue. I'm not I am not good at any of the other specializations outside of doing some flight seeing and passenger transport. I'd love to get that certification for power lift and actually do that and unlock those for flight seeing and rotorcraft transport. But I don't know if they're going to be out when Sim update 4 releases. In beta last week when we got beta 4, the aircraft could be used. Some of even the heavy aircraft, other airliners could be used, but there was no certification. And we're gonna crash here. And so I'm not convinced we're getting them, but there's supposed to be a new update. Yeah, I'm doing this for a reason. I'm trying to make sure we don't crash. But I don't know in the next update for Sim update 4 beta whether we're gonna have that again. So our engines are basically off. So I said 10:30, right? Travel to, no, not travel to. Yeah. Go 946. Like, wait, why is that off? Oh, because we traveled in time. Shit, it was supposed to be 4 something. Uh-oh. Well, now we're back to real time. Okay, I don't know what to do here. My aircraft. It's so quiet. Earlier, the engines were really loud. Now they're near idle. We don't even know they're on. See what happens? I kept hitting the teleport because I thought we were crashing, and then it just screwed up everything. Co-pilot's aircraft. You gonna... What? No! What are you doing? Why are you going... Ugh. My aircraft. we don't have clearance to land. I gotta fix this issue. And so hopefully this fixes what's going on. Yes, travel to forward in time. Well, now it will fix the time. Maybe. Alright, yeah, put that on. While I was in cursor mode, it was in AI pilot, so. Oh, we're too slow, huh? What? We have no tower. Wow! We have no tower to call. That's loud. Apparently you do put the lights to take off when coming in the land. Okay. But we have no electrical systems. Where's the battery? I don't think it matters right now. Man. Well, we know the engines are on, because clearly they're the one in the cockpit. Yeesh. Well, at least now we don't have to hear ATC say it. Air Canada. Air Canada. Why don't you stay? Air Canada. Somehow I messed up my C for the name of the Montreal airport. On the dry erase board, somehow I erased part of it. Are we still too slow? I mean, I guess so. We're below the... Just don't crash on land here now. I say as we are. I don't want to be overzealous here. Let's just make sure we don't hit buildings. As I keep jumping us up a little bit. I mean, we're on a straight... you know, we're not changing heading right now, so... Oh, that's too high. I guess that might be fine, though. We're too slow, so... Now you're not. You don't even know we have... Well, now we're at the right speed. I was gonna say, is there not any other traffic around? Now, did this fix the time? Nah, well... No, it didn't put it to whatever that it was, 4 something p.m. Told you we'd be on the ground around 10 o'clock. Well, we're too slow, but I think we have a good angle to actually make the runway. I say as I keep questioningly say that, though. Maybe not. We weren't gonna make the runway. I don't even know what that one teleport. No. Teleport again. This time we should. No, we're not. Crap, one more. This time we'll definitely make the runway. As we kind of like just plant ourselves here. Yeah! 2000. Now where are we gonna go? Remember, this plane does weird things when we land, huh? Are we gonna... We're definitely not going to a gate. Is this a solid building? Yeah. Well... And then we just cut engines. Okay. Well, folks... I guess that's the end of the stream. Just over an hour and a half. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.